Is your life outwardly appearing to be doing well or okay? But all the while, your marriage is falling apart. As the husband, God deems you as the main human role player in rescuing and restoring your marriage. Here are 2 questions for you as husband to deeply consider. How are you doing at fulfilling your God-given responsibility to your wife? Ephesians 5 verse 25 says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." The husband's God-given responsibility is to love his wife as Christ loves his church. But how, you may ask? Well, let's get a bit more clarity on this in our next question. How are you giving up your life for your wife? 1 Peter 3 verse 7 says, "You husbands, in the same way, live with your wives in an understanding way, as with someone weaker, since she is a woman, and show her honor as a fellow heir of the grace of life, so that your prayers will not be hindered." Are you making the effort to sit down with your wife to try to get a better understanding of what is going on in her heart? Do you then act in a way towards her that takes into account that which is important to her? And in which ways do you currently dishonor your wife, knowingly or unknowingly? You can ask her. Or what can you do to show her honor and respect consistently? But do not run ahead in your own strength, because in that way you will fail. I suggest you do these 3 things. Start spending consistent time with the Lord in studying His Word, especially meditating on verses that talk about your role as husband and or father in your house, and in prayer with God. And in so doing, the Lord will teach you, and you can ask for His forgiveness, help, His wisdom, His strategy, and to do a work in you to change you, and a work also in the heart of your wife. When the time is right, sit down with your wife and talk. Even if it takes a series of talks, and never stop talking. This is for you to get an understanding of her and an appreciation for her. Then start doing special things and acts of service to her, irrespective of whether she responds well to it or not. Serve her in ways that mean a lot to her. This approach to your wife and such actions will cost you. Yes, it will cost you your pride. It will cost you effort and time, and you will be eating a decent slice of humble pie. But God will be with you in this. James 4 verse 6 says, "But He gives more grace. Therefore," He says, "God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble." God will give you the grace to live this out and support you in your righteous endeavors if you are willing.